Hey guys, it's Mz Skittlez, and I have the pleasure of having B.Simone as my first guest on the show. Guys, Girl Mobb to me is so inspiring. Can you be serious?
I'm sorry. I had to be 12 shot. I had to give you.
Girl Mobb is about uniting girls together all over the world. You know, girl empowerment is so important to me. And I am so excited just about like having you here. So I got a question. When you were younger, or like, do you feel like your friends or like the people around you growing up had the same amount of money as you? Like, if you was like, oh, let's go on a trip, like, could they go with you, or you were like, damn, I can't go, or I gotta go by myself?
I think we all had the same amount of money. Like, we all, like, being younger, like years ago when I first started traveling, we all like were like, okay, let's save for this trip. This is this much. Like, we all were kind of broke.
Okay. See, the thing about it is, like, I felt like my desire to travel was bigger than my friend's desire. So, like, sometimes we'll plan a trip, but then a lot of them don't come. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to go by myself. Yeah. So I'm like, either I try to figure it out, but I used to always travel by myself and meet people in other cities. Like, oh, I'm coming to New York. Meet people on Facebook. Yeah. So I like created Girl Mobb, like, to travel together, build together, network together. Yeah, because sometimes
like a family.
Yeah.
Of girls.
Yes. So I've been managing you for almost 4 years now.
Has it? No.
It's almost, yeah. It was end of 2000.
I keep saying 2 years. It's been 4 years.
Yeah. It was end of 2016. Yeah. Yep. I don't know how you finessed me into this position.
I know, I tricked her. I was like, come on, let's just work together. You ain't gotta be my manager. You can just help me. Then I was like, you need a contract. But you're not going anywhere.
Seriously, straight finesse.
I did trick her.
But what do you think is the reason why we are a successful artist and manager duo?
It's
like for anybody that
so
is looking for a management.
Yeah. I will say, I have been in this industry for 15 years. Like, I was in my first girl group when I was 11 years old. So trying to like be in the industry and do music and acting and stuff forever. And I never had a manager, but I will say I wasn't like out looking for you. Right. It just happened. Like, we built a relationship and she was just so loyal, or we just got along. It just clicked and kind of happened. It wasn't like forced. Like, it didn't seem like a business deal.
Right.
It didn't seem like, okay, I need a manager, let's make it a business thing. Like, it was more like the chemistry was just there and it like happened organically. So I will say that I know a lot of people look for managers. I need a team, I need this, I need that. Sometimes letting it happen organically is better than forcing a business relationship. Because I feel like our relationship also works because it's not only business.
Right.
Like, we actually are friends. You know what I'm saying? We had that before we did business, and we know how to separate both.
Yes.
Like, we'll literally have a girl conversation, hang up the phone, and then she'll call me about business. Like, we never mesh both. It's literally two different relationships.
And I think the biggest thing also for me as a manager is I care about her more as a person than the money. So if it was ever a situation where money got involved and there was like a sticky type situation, I would rather dead our relationship that involves money and be friends, because I feel like our friendship is going to continue to get us more opportunities than the business side.
And that's something we both have. Like, neither one of us are money hungry and money driven. We know the money's gonna come. We know we're gonna be millionaires. We know there's enough money for everybody. We don't make decisions based off like money. Yeah. We know we're gonna have millions. That's coming. That's irrelevant. We rather have a good relationship and like just mesh together. It's not about money. It's like she said, it's about, number one, sanity, peace of mind, and our relationship is more important than money.
Yeah.
Like, we're just not money hungry, you know, or greedy.
And that's a big part, because like a lot of transactions, like a lot of money comes into my hand that I have to make sure B gets. A lot of money goes to B's hands that she has to make sure I get. But I'm not ever down her throat. Like, oh my God, B, what? Okay, you made $2 over here. Like, sometimes, like, little small amounts of money may come, and I'm like, oh girl, like whatever, it's whatever, put it towards this, or put it towards this big opportunity, or oh, let's take this money and do this, let's take this money and do that. So you never want someone on your team that is only focused on the money, because that means that they're gonna set you up for any opportunity. I'm always telling B, like, no, I know this is a lot of money in front of us, but let's pass on this opportunity right here, because it's a bigger opportunity that may await. And this small opportunity that at the time has a lot of money value or revenue driven value.
Longevity in the brand.
Exactly.
Like, you do not want to work with people that just care about the money, because they'll run you dry.
Yep.
You take everything, and then it's like, why did I do that for that small amount? That money's gone before you even get it. Oh, $2,000 here, $5,000 there.
Yeah.
Girl, that money comes and goes. Like, you want to see the bigger picture.
Yeah, for sure. So with you being so I started managing B when she was a music artist. Like, our contract said music artist, like a certain amount of albums, everything.
Neither one of us knew shit about comedy. Let's just start there.
At all. And then B decides, oh, I want to do comedy while I'm like 6 months pregnant, big as a house. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna really take this comedy thing serious. And I'm like, okay, you should. So we went to like her first comedy club, and there's like 15 people there. And then like out of nowhere, in like less than a month, she's opening up for DC and touring and
crazy
and selling out shows. And I think like her first show was Cleveland.
Oh my God, you guys. Cleveland was the first show on my own comedy tour, headlining my own tour.
Yep.
Sold out Cleveland. Skittlez was like, we should just add another show. I was like, why would we add another show? We have 24 hours to promote a second show and sell out like 300 seats. I'm not doing that. Like, nobody's gonna be at the second show. Skittlez is like, we're adding a second show, here's the link. Literally sold out the second show in like 10 hours.
Yep.
I could not believe it. 2 sold out shows in Cleveland. First day of the tour, like, unbelievable.
So what do you do to like believe in yourself? Like, I know that I am a strong push, but if it wasn't me, or even you doing what you did before you got with me, what made you push yourself? Like, what made you believe that you could do it? Like, even when I said you're doing 2 shows, like you could have said no, I'm not, cancel it. Yeah. But what made you believe that it was possible for you to do that?
That's a good question. It's crazy, but I've always been like that. Like, always. It's kind of scary. If I want to do something or have an idea, I get it. We will get it done. Like, with my album, with the music. I had a vision for this movie, video, whatever I wanted to do it so bad. I saw Drake's little short film that he did. Drake is my favorite artist, and I was like, I want to do that. Like, I'm an actress, I'm an artist, I'm an entertainer. I want to do a short film. Girl, when we put our mind to that, we wanted to do it, we got it done. Like, when I say I want to do something, I get an idea in my head. I can't like not get it done. So I don't know, just go full throttle with the ideas, I guess.
And so does anything discourage you, like, along the way, like when you see, you know, a lot of people are driven off of competition, like, oh, I see Jess Hilarious doing comedy, or oh my God, all these other girls are doing comedy. Does that make you say, like, it's too many of us? Or do you make it, does it like discourage you?
It motivates me so much. Like, even like we have talked, she's like, you need to post more, you need to do this. I see Pretty V posting all the time, like, I need to get on my shit. Like, it's motivating. Jess Hilarious used to be on her own tour, selling out her shows. It made me think that I can do it. Like, I reached out to Jess. I didn't hate on her, I asked her for help. And thank God she's sweet enough to do that. I reached out to everybody that was doing something that I wanted to do and asked them for advice. Like, it didn't scare me. I didn't think there wasn't a lane for me. Even with Jess, she had Jess with the mess. I used to look up to her, I'm like, dang, Jess has her own thing. She had a thing.
Right.
And I was like, I don't have a thing. The more I worked, my things started to come. I just randomly one day said, you're my boyfriend. I randomly one day said, baby boy.
Yep.
The thing, you just keep working. The things will find you. Don't go looking for your niche. Just keep being consistent, and you'll, being yourself, it'll come.
So what are your goals now, like, as a comedian, or even moving into the music lane? What are your goals in regards to that?
I definitely want to get back doing music. I love music. I feel like I'm good at music when I focus on it. Like, when I write my raps, I feel like, that was a good ass rap. Like, I really love it when I rap, and I feel like I'm good at it. So I definitely want to put out a song this year, at least one record. Like I just want to focus on a single and put out a record this year, like a good record.
And then what about the comedy world?
Comedy. So we're doing comedy clubs right now. I'm performing in some of my first arenas this year, opening up for artists. Like the goal is just to move forward and really, really be in arenas on my own in the next like couple years. That sounds soon, but I just know that we can do it.
You can do that.
If
for sure.
Doing 1,000, we can do 3,000. We can do 4. We can do 10,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal, to really do arenas, headlining the arenas or the theaters.
One thing that okay, what are 3 things that you feel like you've learned from me working with me?
Only 3? Jesus. Every move is beneficial to my brand. Like I used to just post like, I'm posting. I didn't think, first of all, Instagram was started 4 years ago.
Right.
When I first started Instagram, I didn't start Instagram like, this is a business page. I was young and it was a fun app. It turned into a business once my brand grew and we started making money. But I used to just post. She'd be like, why would you post that? Why don't you have on your clothes? Why are you wearing other people's brand? Why don't you promote your lip gloss? Why, every post is promoting something for the brand, whether it's in the moment or longevity. Like you really showed me how to monetize off of social media, like really monetize, like not just posting for fun. Like there's no reason for anybody to have 2 million followers and not be making money off of social media.
For sure.
In 2019, that's unbelievable. If you have followers, you need to figure out a way to monetize off of it, and you really, really showed me that. Every time I post, I think, what is in the caption? What am I tagging? What is this picture promoting? If 200,000 people are seeing this picture, it has to lead to something. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not just posting for fun. It's a brand now.
And no matter what it is, that I think that was the hardest part of me working with you in the beginning, is because I'm like, is she gonna ever get the fact that this is not just Instagram? People are millionaires and billionaires off of this tiny app on your phone. Like, I think that was the hardest thing, because it would be like, why are you wearing this t-shirt? Why are you, we could have done this. Oh, what about this? Like, that was the hardest thing.
Everything, even like the video that went viral or whatever, you were like, why don't you have t-shirts with that saying? Why don't you, like, hurry up, the fuckboy video that went viral. Now, like, my detox video went viral. I have water bottles. They're already on their way. Like, I just placed the order yesterday. Shipping 2,000 water bottles to the house. We know it's branding. Like, the detox water. Okay, now I'm selling water bottles with the detox. And we, but before, I would have been like, oh, like, had a water bottle. She's like, no, you need to have your own water bottle in the next video. Like, your own this, your own that. Like, so now I get it, but it took me a while. So that's one thing I learned from you. What else did I learn? So much stuff. Like, just so much. Image.
This is a bad example.
A bad example, but I'm glowing with this ring light. I actually look better than I usually look. Okay, I am the type of person. Look, if you invite me somewhere, let me know what I need to wear, because I will show up. Look, I got on green leggings, pink Uggs. She gave me this. I never got on a bra, y'all. Image is so important with still being yourself. Like, we had to find a balance, because I'm the type of person to be on Instagram like this, makeup, crazy, fun, but that's also my brand, but it's who I am, thank God. And we had to find a balance. She's like, you can still be yourself, you can still look crazy, you can still do this, but it's a time and place for everything. I cannot always wake up going out looking crazy the bigger I'm getting. Like, image is important. Even example with the release he just did.
Go ahead, tell him. Go ahead.
So we just did a release for my show, You're My Boyfriend, this momager.
And wait. You were filming on the show for 2 weeks.
2 weeks in
So you didn't have time to like be here looking for
doing anything. She handled everything, like took so much pressure off of me. Momager, stylist, hair, makeup, everything. A producer, executive producer, handling the event, like everything. She does everything. She's not just a manager, she's like my everything. So literally, she's like, okay, what do you want to wear? I'm like, oh, just like probably like a dress from House of CD. I'll just throw on one of these Fashion Nova outfits or something. She's like, what are you talking about right now? This is your event. This is a red carpet event. Atlantic Station, 400 people in the city of Atlanta have RSVP to this event. We have press, we have TMZ, we have Shade Room, we have Baller Alert, we have Getty Images. Like, what do you mean you're gonna wear a dress? I'm like, well, it's red carpet. Like, I'm gonna dress up, wear a dress. She's like, whatever.
She's like, I can wear something like the last premiere I went to. I was like, the last premiere was not yours.
I dummy down everything. I don't realize how big I am and how big our brand is getting and how big just like, I just make everything not a big deal.
Yes.
I don't know why.
And that's like a good thing and a bad thing, because we've been like, the good thing is that I'm not working with an artist that thinks she's so big, like too big to like humble herself down and be like, okay, B, like, first class isn't available. I need to fly you coach to get you here. So I'm not working with someone like that, but then I'm still working with someone that's like, oh, my premiere, we can have a little venue. Like, I can just show up in a regular dress from Topshop. And it's like, no, I'm getting you a custom dress made. She's like, I don't want to look like it's prom. I don't want to look like I'm going to homecoming.
It was the best decision. I felt like a star. I felt beautiful. The dress was beautiful, and it made me stand out amongst everybody else that was beautiful. She looked phenomenal. My best friends, like, everybody looked great.
But you looked like it was about you.
Like the star. Yeah. And that was the best decision of the night for me to wear that dress. I felt beautiful. I felt like I stood out, and I felt like the event was about me, which it was. Like, there was no reason for me to just blend in and take the back seat, you know, with my wardrobe. Because if it was up to me, I would have showed up in a fucking black Fashion Nova dress. Like, stupid. But I learned that too. That's the second thing I learned from you, image. Like, image is so important. Time and place for everything. Like, I run the streets like this. She knows that. My videos that we do on social media, I can look like this. It's my brand. People know I'm not always made up. But there's a time and place for you to take it to the next level with your image.
Especially because image, to me, gets you in the door.
For sure.
We're working in a male-dominated industry.
For sure.
So, like, if they see a girl walking in a room with a bomb mesh, blinged out dress, they don't care who you are. They don't care what you do.
They want to know.
Who is that?
Who is
like,
that? Yeah.
Who is she? I need to know who she is. Like, image is very, very important. So, I have a question. Like, you still have to tell me the third thing that you learned from me. But I believe that you live like a very humble lifestyle. Like, you know, have the same friends, like, live very humbly. You're not out buying Louis Vuitton and Chanel and all those different things. And sometimes I'm like, in B's head, why doesn't she realize her power, or why doesn't she realize how big she is? Like, is that like a mind thing that you do to stay humble, or do you just...
I don't know. I'm not gonna say, okay, it's two things. Number one, I honestly, genuinely don't care about that stuff. Okay. Genuinely. I just got to the point where I'm fed up with my car. Like, I cannot wait to get a new car. I want a new car so bad. I want my fucking car. Like, we're getting a car. Like, I'm so sick of my Toyota, but I really genuinely, like, she be on my ass like, B, like, image too, but just in general, like, there's no reason, I don't care if you're rich or not, or popping or not, like, you don't need this fucking car. But genuinely, I just don't care. And that's good and bad. Like you said, it has to be a balance. Whatever it is in life, you can't have too much of anything. It has to be like a happy medium. And I think that's what keeps me humble, just genuinely not caring about materialistic things and fame and stuff like that just doesn't, you know, move me. But also, dang, I lost my train of thought.
Also what?
Also, the second part of that answer was, I don't know how big my brand is. I'm still amazed at people. Like, it's insane to me. Insane at how many people use the B.Simone tone. How many people are saying baby boy. How it's just become a phenomenon. Like, people know who I am, whether they follow me or not. Even meeting Taraji. Like, I was like, oh, have you heard of the B.Simone tone? She was like, no, what's that? And I was like, baby boy. She was like, I know you. Yeah. I know that. Like, I don't realize how impactful my brand is. And I mean, that kind of keeps me humble too. Like, I just don't realize it, I guess, yet.
Which I think is a good thing, because like it keeps you motivated to do more.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that now you are so conscious with how social media is so impactful. You are very particular in what you post, how you caption. Oh, like Instagram, social media is a job to her. This girl do not play. To the point where I'm like, oh my God, I'm managing Beyonce, because let her make a post. And oh my God, be quiet. I need to do live. I need to swipe up. Hey guys, go comment on my last thing. Hold on, Skittles, give me your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
yeah.
What monster did I grow?
Yeah. I'm obsessed with social media now.
And it is good because like,
but it's not even. And what's crazy is I'm not upset. I've always felt like whether it was 2 million or 50,000. 4 years ago, if you had 50,000 followers, bitch, you were popping. Like 50,000 followers 3 years ago was lit, and that's what I had. So it was always, I was popular on MySpace. My pictures went viral on Pinterest, so we always had that popularity.
Right.
But now I'm obsessed with it because it's my job.
Yes.
This is how I eat. I don't work a 9 to 5 no more. I've always did hair. I've always waitress, did something outside of this. I'm like, now, like every post, we're getting bread. We're under contracts. All these Fashion Nova tags, all these posts, like I'm like, it's my job now. Like this is how we eat.
So let's take it back to when we first started, when we met, and the first conversation I have to like anybody is like, what are you looking like financially?
Right.
Like,
oh my God.
How can I help you? Like, if you're telling me I want to be the biggest music artist, oh my God, I want to do videos, I want to drop singles.
Do we have an investor?
Do we have an investor? Do we have money?
Budget?
Yes, like you can't do any of those things without money. So. Do you remember that conversation?
Girl, you reminded me recently. Back in the day, I used to have like stretched $200 for like 2 weeks. Literally, I would do hair. I would have like one sew-in a week, and my sew-ins were $200. If I got one sew-in that week, I was like, woo! I'm good this month. Like I got $200. Like I'm good. Like broke, y'all. So up and down. And
that's when I knew that her passion wasn't in doing hair, because it was literally like, Skittles, I need a marketing strategy to get 3 sew-ins. I'm like, okay, let's post on this. Here, make this beauty page.
Make this flyer. She made me beauty flyers. Like literally, a sew-in, bring a friend, half off. I would do 2 girls' heads for like $100. Like if you bring a friend, I'll do your sew-in for $50. Like,
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it was about figuring out ways at that time to monetize your gift.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people start off and they want to do big things, and I want to be Instagram, I want to be a comedian, I want to be this. But like, okay, first of all, take on a little bit more hours at your job, right? And start using some of that money to put towards your gift.
What was it? Tell them the conversation.
So
because I didn't remember it till you reminded me.
So I remember that.
I remember it now.
Our first conversation that we had, and I was like, why? She was like, Skittles, I need a flyer. I'm going to Dallas next week for my granny, and I need to do hair, and I need a flyer. I'm like, B, what's up? Like, why do you need a flyer so bad? Like, just post. No, it's not coming. Like, people are not coming. She's like, Skittles, I have $49 in my bank account.
Oh my God, I'm about to cry.
I was like,
believe that.
I was like, you got $49 in your bank account? She's like, yes. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, should I give her the money that she needs, or should I make her hustle for the money? And I'm like, I signed up to be a manager, not an investor. Okay. So I'm gonna make her work for this money. So I made the flyer. Crazy. I told her how to post. We posted it. We both shouted it out. We messaged people or whatever. And then from there, I started to build. We had a tea company at the time.
Yeah, a tea.
Yeah, they were paying her like
the only brand. I was like, please, let me post some tea, please. I need this money. I post 10 times a week. At this point, I'm a part of your company. Like that.
And they were paying her like $150. They were paying her $150 every post, and she was like, "Oh my God, I will pull up the email right now in my phone."
At first, it was like $75 a fucking post. Y'all finessed me.
And she already had a big following. She had like 90,000 followers at the time. I got them to be to do more and to do a bigger retainer. So
And
they
a
were paying her
longer
like
contract.
$1,500 a month for like 4 months. And then after that 4 months, I rewrote another proposal to them, showed them like how many people signed up, got all these people reviews, got like messaged all of these fans and said they got it, and then they paid more. Almost triple that.
And
then we
what's
kept
crazy
going,
is
and then,
I got an email from them recently. They can't even afford us now.
that's crazy.
They won't. They keep emailing me, and I'm like, that's not my rate.
Right.
Like they keep having different people from the company email me.
Yep.
And now they can't afford it.
And eventually, once people started seeing like, oh wow, she's doing these great advertisements, like this company is profiting from her, it was easy to show them, oh, this is who you need to get to sell your product. So then after we had so many people, we had like Fashion Nova, we had all these different companies. We didn't even need the tea company at that. And then from there, we're like, okay, now we'll take a little bit of this money and put it into the music project, into the videos, into this, into that. So I just asked her yesterday, I'm like, B, are you good? Like, it's cool enough all for us to be popping and doing all these shows and looking cool on Instagram.
Right.
Whatever.
Looking like we got it together.
But do you really got it together? And she told me what she had in her bank account. I'm like, wow, she got some K's. She got some social security numbers up in that bank account.
It's crazy.
And I'm so proud. Like, I'm so proud because I think a part of that is the humbleness that you do have to where you like, not like, oh, dang, I ain't have no money back then, so now let me go ball out. Let me go buy this. Let me drive this. And that doesn't matter to you. And
you want to make sure you invest it and use it right. Like, everything is temporary. Emotions, relationships, everything. Like, everything is up and down. I pray that we have longevity. I pray we're always relevant. I pray, you don't know what's going to happen in this industry. Nothing is promised in the entertainment industry. So I'm like, where can I invest my money? I want to get a home. I need to get a car. Like, how can we flip this and keep it going? You want to have the domino snowball effect. You don't want to be back down to $49 because it can happen. Money comes and goes.
And it happened with me. One day I was up. I had $2.7 million and I signed with those investors and I was back down to $15,000 living on the airbed, and it's like, whoa. And now with you, that's why I still have so many other things going on. I have my Airbnb company. I have this, I have that, because at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know what company is going to do. I don't know what this Airbnb is going to do. I don't know what B is going to do. Like, I don't know. And like the lifestyle I live, I can't just live my lifestyle off of what B brings in.
She's fancy. And she got a family. She got a daughter. She got Chanel bags. She got Louis bags. Louis bitch. This is Louis Vuitton. No, but she is fly, fashionista. So yeah, she need, and that's the third thing I learned from you. Work like it's day one. Like, she's like, you need to have the same hustle we had 3 years ago. Do not get comfortable. Bitch, you have 2 million followers, but there's a billion people on social media. There's millions of people that have no idea who you are. We need to constantly grow, constantly hustle. Like, she does not let me get comfortable. Like, she sent me a long email, like, just like, B, like, cause I go through Facebook.
That was like, we only really had one argument, which wasn't, it was like, only lasted like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. And it was a really quick misunderstanding. Yeah. It was like.
But that was like, that email that I sent her was like the tip of my like point. Like, okay, like, is she really serious about this? Like, I know that the success is coming in, and I know that you're getting books and all this stuff, but like, is she plateaued? Like, is she feel like she's at the top and don't really need nothing? Or like, and that's kind of where that email came from.
And me, even with my personality, relationships, I go through phases. I could be going hard for 2 months, like, boop, 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 boop. Then a week, I'm like, I'm on the couch, I'm eating, I'm with my diet. I don't know if it's an Aries thing, it's just, I'm immature. Whatever it is, that's who I am. It's something I need to work on. With dieting, 6 months, I'm in the gym, I'm lit. I'm just an extremist. If I do it super hard. If I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it super hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just like finding that consistency. And she saw me slowing down, like, you're not posting, you're not taking pictures, like, we need to do this, we need to do that. And I'm like, you're right. Like, and that's a good thing about our relationship. A lot of things she tells me, I listen. I don't argue with her. I'm not like, no, I'm tired. You're right. like, regardless if I'm tired or not, but we're not done here.
Yeah.
Like, get on it. You know, like, a lot of things, well, all things you tell me, I agree with. Like, when we had an argument, I was like, I agree. Like, you're totally correct. Like, you know.
And I think the biggest thing about having a good management or good team is someone that's able to tell you the pros and cons.
For sure.
I'm definitely not the person to be like, B, you need to wear this sparkly dress because I said so. No. I'm like, okay, the pros are you will stand out to media. The pros are you will look like a star. The pros are da 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 da. The cons are you might show up and look totally crazy, and who knows if the dress might whatever. Those are the cons, and we decide if the pros outweigh the cons, and then we go with that option. So,
and she always asks me what I want to do. Like, she never says do this. She'd be like, I think you should do this, but what do you want to do? I think we should do this, but do you want to do this?
Right.
In the humblest way possible, at the end of the day, she works for me. She's my manager.
Yep.
I'm the artist. So she never feels like, it's just a team effort, y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think
it's a team effort. If I was the artist and didn't have her, I would not be in the position I'm in. And if vice versa, you need your team. Everybody is important. And people need to understand that. Like, if Cardi B didn't have her manager, if Cardi B didn't have her publicist, like, she would not be where she is.
Yep.
You cannot do it on your own. Beyonce has a team of people around her.
Yes.
Without her team, she cannot be Beyonce.
Yep.
You can't do everything. So everybody is equally as important.
And then I think the biggest thing also when it comes to building your team is each person knowing their role. Like,
sure.
people, because of Instagram, like, I already had a brand. I already was Skittles or whoever before I started working with B, right?
Sure.
I already had Cupcake Mafia. I already had all of this. So I understand that to some point I am an influencer or a celebrity or whatever you may call it to some people. But when it comes to my role in her life, I am her manager, so whatever it takes. Yes, I show up every day with hair and makeup. Yes, I show up every day dressed.
Yes.
But if it came a time where B needed to go somewhere and they're like, oh, we need you to shoot this, we need you to look like this, here B, here's my wig, here's my makeup, here's my jacket. I'm not the star at that point, and you gotta know the role. You have to be able to understand it doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's not about what I look like. Yes, I wanna look cute. Yes, I have an image to uphold, but it's not about me. At the end of the day, if B's dress was to fall apart on the red carpet, I would put that dress on with tape to the side, and she would have on my outfit.
Period.
Like,
every time she does that. And I think people just, first of all, they don't understand that sacrifice you have to have and be humble.
Yes.
Because she does have a brand. And I love that. I don't care about that. I want everybody around me to shine. Some artists don't want their manager in the forefront. I don't care, because when she's with me at my events, it's about me.
Yep.
Like, she's not, even though I always have her hand, she's always by my side anyway, but
I'm not like, oh, let me get in the picture. Oh, hold on, B, you took enough pictures. Take some of
literally
me.
on the red carpet, she said, hold on, ran out, fixed my hair, brushed my hair down, fixed my dress, and stepped out the shot. Even though in the next shot, I pulled her in it, but she makes it about the artist in that moment. You know what I'm saying? And that, I think that's important. It makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel like I don't have to worry about shit but be the artist.
Yeah.
I just have to show up. Skittles got it.
Yeah.
Even though she's stressed. I'm sorry.
I did get stressed.
But
definitely. I think I be stressed, but do you feel like my stress rubs off on you? It's afterwards and I tell you about it.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it never stresses me, because she's a solution-based person. Like, she figures it out. She's not like, oh my God, we don't have this. She's like, oh my God, what do we need? Let's go get it. She figures it the fuck out, and it never rubs off on me.
So talk about, now we're going all the way forward. So, okay, from Instagram and from you learning how to be a business, just like with selling t-shirts, it started off with shirts, then it started off with all these different products. Then you decided, like, I want to do a lipstick. People love your lip, people love your red lip.
Yes.
And then, like, talk about going to China, you taking you to China, and how that process was.
It was so fucking cool. So my homegirl has a lip gloss line. She told me how well it did. Shout out to Jackie O. Her lip gloss line does phenomenal, you know. And she was like, I barely even promote it. I don't even be doing marketing. Like, and I made this much this year, you know. And I was like, dang, like, I'm a cosmetologist, so I've always been into beauty. I had B.Simone Beauty a long time ago. Like I wanted to do eyebrows and lip gloss. I love my lips. You know, I have big juicy lips, so I was like, let me just do a lip line. So she was like, well, you should come to China with me. She takes entrepreneurs to China like every year, sometimes twice a year. And we went out there. She found me a factory, set up a meeting. We went to the factory and fell in love. Like they could do anything. And I didn't want to just do private label, like find a product and put my logo on it. I wanted it to be something that I really loved, so it was easy for me to promote. When you're promoting something that you truly love and truly wear and truly use, it's just second nature. Like I'm gonna wear the lip gloss every day because I love it, not because I have to promote my brand, you know? So we found a factory, she set me up a meeting, and that was a year ago. Let's just start there. It
I had to go to China
twice. It's been a tedious process.
Expensive process.
I spent thousands of dollars on samples from companies, just a lot, but it's worth it. I finally got the formula that I like. It's thick, it's creamy, it's pigmented, and you know.
And the good thing, the funny thing about it is, like, I have a factory in China, so I know how China operates. I could have easily what B wanted done. I could have easily have done it so quickly. But I wanted her to learn. I want this process to be about her and really understanding it, because if I was to take it on and do it and just deliver her products to her, she might be sitting around with 500 products and not care about it. But the fact that this taking so long and you went and got the lipstick and tried it on and no, this isn't right, and went and found other vendors and this and that, I'll dip in and I'll be like, okay, what do you need help with? How do we need to handle this? How do we figure this out? What's taking so long? And then we'll get a solution. Okay, cool. Then we'll do it again. Then
it's like my baby.
Yes, like, but I'm letting you cry and stress and get frustrated because you're gonna care about it more later. You're gonna care, other than me giving you a full business and saying, here, B, do this. Just like when we started with the t-shirts, like I felt like I designed the t-shirts, I had them, we were good, but it was like, oh, I don't need to wear this, or oh, it's all right. But the fact that you waited a year and you've invested your money and you found several chemists from all over the world to mix your formula perfectly, you're not gonna let them lip glosses sit down.
Period. Like these have to sell. These will sell. Like, oh, that's on the floor. Pick that shit up. Like, why is that lip gloss on the floor? Like, like you're gonna take it more serious when you put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm so excited though.
Yeah, are you excited about it? Yes. What other things do you want to do? Like, so now we have the lip gloss, and what else do you want to do with?
We do have our first movie releasing this year. I got the hookup too. Master P gave me a small role in that. Thank you so much. So small role, but I want to be movies. Like watching the movie with Taraji P. Henson, I was looking at that like, that's me. Like, period. Oh my God. Like, I can do it easy. Like, but I do want to do like drama stuff too, because that'll be more challenging and like push my artistry to the limit. But that comedy shit, like, give me the role. I'm not auditioning. I audition, but movies. I think we just need to go to the big screen, do movies. And movies, and music. So Girl Mobb, again, is created for like women to understand each other and understand like things that we've been through, and just kind of like have a sisterhood from all around the world. Because one thing about me is like I grew up, I guess the reason why I scream girl power so hard and like is because when I grew up, you know, I was an artist, right? And I felt like no other female artist wanted to rock with me. Until I got bigger than them, or like they really started to see me making major moves, and then of course they wanted, but no one wanted to pull me up, you know. And I feel like everybody is always like, the top is so lonely. No, the top is only lonely because you're selfish. If you pull somebody up with you, it won't be lonely. Y'all will be both there together. And that person can be killing it and doing whatever they're doing, and I could be killing it and doing whatever I'm doing. And we could talk. Like, I've never built a beauty line before. B has. So now, once her line is out, I could be like, B, oh, can you help this girl over here? She wants to, she needs to figure out how to send her sample. She needs to da-da-da-da. Like, that's just how it works. And what are some things that you would say to other girl entrepreneurs or girls getting started that want to be a comedian or want to build their brand on social media? Like, what are some things that you could say to empower them? Or I think the main thing I did, we taled about it a little earlier, the main thing, that's just in me, I focused on myself. When I saw other people being successful and doing other stuff, it motivated me. I didn't get jealous, I didn't get envious, it motivated me, and I just always knew my time was coming. Be yourself. That's what got me to this point. Like, it sounds so cliche, like be yourself, be yourself. Be yourself. Do what you want to do. Be yourself and find your own lane. Like, focus on you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just focus on you. Keep working, and it'll work out. Like, just, you know, and like I said, use the other people you see being successful around you doing the same thing as you as motivation. Like, if she can do it, you can fucking do it. Like, that's how I looked at. I will always go back to Just Hilarious. It amazed me how she was selling out comedy shows. I was like, this is crazy. Like, because when I did music, I wasn't selling out shows. I would have little shows here and there, but it wasn't a 400 people. It wasn't, you know, my music wasn't like, it was cool, but it wasn't bomb like that. So selling out shows to me was just so cool. And Just Hilarious did it, and I was like, I can do that. If Jess did it from social media, from Instagram, thank you, Jess, you motivated me. I can do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
I didn't say that. Like, why is she having shows? Like, why do people think she's funny? That's that. No, if she could do it, I could do it. It motivated me. It excited me for my future, seeing another girl be successful. It didn't make me envious or jealous. So just focus on yourself, be yourself, and let other people's success motivate you. Don't get jealous, don't get mad. What God has for you is for you. Focus on yourself.
Yes, and I think also a lot of people start off doing something, and I feel like if you don't do that well, like if you're not a good employee, you're not going to be a good boss. Like, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur and start a business, but you show up to work late, you don't know how to manage your finances, you can't even sell the products that they're giving you to sell, so how can you sell your own product? You need to focus on being a great employee first, or a great whatever first, then going out to do something else. So I think, and then, because God will give it to you,
and
right?
And do something you're passionate about. So many people have seen my success on social media and come to me, I want to do a skit. No, you don't. You want to open up a hair salon. Oh, put me in one of your skits. I want to do comedy. I want to do comedy skits. No, you don't. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to own a furniture store. Your passion is furniture. There's no reason I need to do a comedy skit with you. What do you want to do? Like, don't try to just.
But a lot of people do it because they think it's going to get them there faster. Like with you, for example, let's talk with you. So when we first started, you wanted to be a music artist, right? And then you were like, no, music. Everybody kept pushing comedy on you.
And I said no.
And God basically opened up the door for you to see, this is your passion, this is your talent. But you were so committed to music first, right? So it didn't take much for you just to switch lanes and say, okay, wow, God put this in my hand. Let me be a great master of what God has given me. And then now, wow, you've done that, perfect. Now, okay, now I can tap into the music side. Now I can tap into this side. Now I can tap into this. I was a great clothing designer and fashion designer first. Right? Cupcake Mafia, I did that for 5 years straight. I didn't go dibbling dabbling over here. I didn't go. I did that great first. And then from the information that I learned from Cupcake Mafia, now I can manage B.Simone. I can have an Airbnb company. I can do coaching. Because I mastered one thing and I became successful for that one thing. But B became successful from in comedy or Instagram comedy or whatever. She became successful in that, and now people are willing to buy into whatever it is she do. She can
they're buying into the brand. They love me. They love what we build. Like the brand. It's not like, oh, I just love her comedy. They love me. I'm like, so if I sell a pencil, they gonna buy the baby boy pencil. Write a letter to your ex. Like everything is period. Marketing. Everything.
This girl was not like that. Oh my God, get out of my head.
It's all because of her.
This girl was not like that.
Pencils, I'll be back.
This girl was not like that, I swear to you. I would tell her an idea. She was like, okay, come up with something. Like, I'm like, that's genius. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
It's her.
No,
3 years of bashing into my head. Seriously.
Yes. So it's been amazing having her on the pink couch.
Whenever y'all come to the pink couch, y'all need to wear pink.
Yes, wear pink. Okay.
Girl boss. I'm with Girl Mob, sorry.
So, you guys are tuned in to GurlMobbTV. I have B.Simone here. B.Simone, tell them where to follow you.
Follow me at the B.Simone2. That's Instagram and Facebook. And watch my new show, You're My Boyfriend, on the Zeus Network. The link is in my bio on Instagram.
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
my
I hope
love.
you learned something.
Bye. Did my breast thing?
Is that a poop or a